Hey look, we got the ball screw for the Y-axis, but I'm not going to install that right now because I have a more pressing project, and that is building a Murphy bed for inside my spare bedroom. So this is the unveiling of the kit. If you're going to build one, you may have a different kit. Oh boy, all kinds of instructions. Please note, not this one. This one, not this one. So make sure you use the right instructions. So here's the instructions. The parts list, overall dimensions depending on what size bed you got. Different options for how you want to do your face, and then a breakdown or a diagram of what it looks like with all the parts, and they label them. They create this cut sheet for you, which was kind of nice. Okay, so this is the manufacturer's suggestions for dimensions in the build. These sides are only 15 7/8. They're only 84 inches tall. I'm going to make mine bigger than that because I want it to go all the way to the ceiling, and then I'll wrap it with crown molding around the top. Also, I have a little bit thicker mattress than what they suggest, so I'm going to make these a little bit deeper as well, so which they say don't do. And then this is only like 2 7/8, so mine's going to be noticeably different. And that's this view right here. So I'm going to make a double panel. That'll give me a thicker look on the outside. Give me this hollow space because I'm going to run LED lights up here in the top for lighting while you're sitting in the bed. This here is going to be, excuse me, this is going to be 12 7/8 tall. I did this opening in the back here so I can mount it because I only have 2 inches between here and the ceiling. So I made this French cleat that will hang on the wall, and then we'll slide in here, and just basically the whole Murphy bed will hang off of this cleat. Now it's going to be substantial. I'm going to lag it into studs and everything, so it'll be very solid. This face here, I show a miter cut here, but I'm just going to end up doing 2 butt joints right here. And from the front, it looks like that, with the exception of the French cleat. There it is. So here are my dimension changes. Because my mattress is a little more than 12 inches thick, I've got to make this deeper than it needs to be, or that they have specified, and they warn, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, but guess what, I'm going to do it. So this was 15 7/8, that's now going to go to 17 inches. Same with the front rail, was 2 3/4 inch wide, which is this rail here, will now go to 9 1/8. And that'll basically be the changes of our dimensions. Everything that was 15 7/8 is now going to 17. So this is one of the 2 side panels that makes up the surround for the Murphy bed. And I'm just going to show you real quick how I'm going to put this together. This is the face, and it'll get pocket holed from here, and it'll be flush on the other side. I'll put these spacers right here and these spacers
right here so I can lay the other panel on top of that and have something to screw into and support it, leaving this pocket here so I can run wiring that will go up to the top so that I can put some recessed lighting in the headboard. So we'll go to double time and you'll see how I put this thing together. Does everybody have the same custom glue spreader that I do? I'm spacing it 1.25 inches back so that I can put a mounting strip on the wall, and that way it'll fit right into this little gap right there. 1.25 inch screws so we don't go all the way through. Now 1.5 inches. So you could just leave this as such, glue up and let it dry. I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple screws in here all the way down, a couple screws down in here to hold it so I can do some other stuff, some other milling on it and stuff. And then I'm just fill in those holes because this is all going to be paint grade, and I'm have enough skills or confidence in my skills to make those holes disappear. So that's what I'll do this time. So I've got this really flush right here, but I always like to go down later and put a little V-groove, kind of give a little bit of a detail to it, and then hides any imperfections in this joint. So that's what we'll do. I like to clean it out with a little sandpaper. I'm all about blind fasteners. I don't like to see any nail holes or anything out on my exposed sides. The other side, which is the has plywood on it, is the inside of the Murphy bed, and that has to be plywood for the strength for mounting all the brackets and all the hardware that goes on it. Generally, I would do a miter fold right here, and I'd have a good 45, and then I could do a big round over and you wouldn't see any of the joints. But on a 94-inch piece like this, to do a miter fold by myself, and no, I don't have any help to help fold it over, would have been a little hard. But that's my preference, and that's what I usually do. But I will round this over with like a half inch or, about a half inch or quarter inch, just to smooth it up and give it a little detail. So I preheat this just at about the same speed that I would normally feed it. For those of you who've never used one of these before. Get it out just enough so I can make a little push. Get it up against the roller. Now it's just slow and steady. This week. It's pre-glued edge banding, so it just slightly warms it up or heats it up enough to melt the glue so it adheres to our edge. Okay, back to regular speed now. And we have a profiled edge or end. And I've measured out how far that will be that I need to go past where I cut the tape. I know from here I have to go 8 inches past. So I want to preheat an extra 8 inches. I might get a little hotter than normal. It's already on that edge. We get just enough tape. Hopefully that'll work right there. And we just press it on by hand right there. And that was plenty of tape. So the original instructions show that we're supposed to be 6 inches down from the top and 7/3 in from the face. Our side panel grew by 6 7/8, so we're going to come down 12 7/8 and 7 3/8 in. That's the location for the hole that goes to this. We'll set in here like that. And then screw off, then we'll do it on the other side as well. Use a square to get over here. Make sure that this is square to the face. And put a screw in it, call it good.